What's up guys, Hades here. So, Infernal Assault got an update. I talked about it in the last patch note. They were going to make the gold from the furnaces and cores better, but they were also going to adjust the difficulty, and we were assuming it would get harder, and it has. And I'm going to walk you through how hard the 50 is and what you should be doing based on the accounts that you have. Now keep in mind, the first 100 are 100% gold, so I wouldn't be doing more than 100 Infernals so that you don't get that penalty. Now, looking at some stats, I just did a 60 and I want to show you just how hard it was, okay? I, with my main, could relatively easily beat the transistor rooms with my main, with my second, and my third. And it wasn't all that difficult. However, the losses on a slow building team with things like demonic and blade dodge, you take too much damage, and I wouldn't recommend those. The burst team, even though it's weaker, only lost 4,000, and my main team, which is also burst heavy, took almost no damage, right? Now the problem was, even with my main, it took me 4 to 5 hits to beat the core, right? And the rewards weren't actually much better than they used to be. Now the good news is the tier 60s give, where is it? Right here. 1,000,000 gold per hit, which is really nice. Now the disadvantage is simply that we are having a very hard time trying to beat level 60s. The 60s are no longer easy. They used to be easy. This is a 600k march with very little on an account that we've grown for years, and it can't do enough, right? Now here's the good news. 60 looked terrible, and I was gonna make a doom and gloom video, but then I realized, well, we're getting bonus gold. What happens if we hit a 50? Well, good news, the 50s are the new 60s, and I'll explain why. I'm gonna hit a transistor or a workshop with my alt, and you're gonna see 660,000. That is 160,000 more than the old 60 was giving, which means I can farm a 50 with my alt and get more gold than I used to with a 60. So even though the top end has changed, the lower end hasn't. And what you're gonna wanna do is find the right level for you and your accounts. If you cannot one hit a weaponry workshop or one of these edges and you can't one shot the core, then it's too hard for you. If you are spending more than one hit per edge, you're wasting AP, and therefore you are losing out on gold. However, you don't want to make it too easy where you're not getting enough gold as you should have, right? There used to be a max, but now 60 is too hard, so you have to do things like a 50. So if I pull up my main again here, I can easily do multiple with the main, and I can also farm it with the alts to get to the middle. And the middle is going to give 720,000, which is about 200,000 more than you were getting before. So what did we learn? 50-ish, depending on your accounts, is going to be much better than trying to farm 60s, because the 60s have proven to be extremely difficult. So difficult that my main took me almost 5 hits to actually beat just the core. Not to mention my alts were unable to beat the edges. So we have a new strategy for this new event, and yeah, once we figure out the exact optimal level, and once you find your optimal level, this event is actually going to be even better for farming gold than it used to be, which is great for everyone, because we all know we need a bunch of gold for dragons and everything across the game. But if you like these kind of videos, keeping you updated on all the best strategies for IK, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.